the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yep.
That's right, folks. The MCU'S Bleeding Edge in the house. MCU'S Bleeding Edge report. But to get after it, Jeff S., a.k.a. TrueKnowledge, creator and co-host of the MCU'S Bleeding Edge, here with special guest co-host, Andres, the pop culture guy, to rock out a segment covering the inside Marvel's Jonathan Majors, etc., variety article that's inflaming the whole MCU fandom or whatever, whatnot. Talk a little bit about the Echo trailer that we really enjoyed, and then jump on and do our episode 3, WandaVision episode 3 review. Yes, I said that twice. Now in color. So, Andre, how are you, brother?
Very good. So excited for this week. I mean, it's November already.
Sorry, I missed you on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Oh, well, folks, if you don't know, we were supposed to have a live stream of 28 days later. But some bizarre reason, where, folks, you think we have every movie in every streaming service or YouTube renting, right? But some reason 28 days later is not like around streaming service or it was before apparently HBO Max, right? Until October 31st, right? And just nada. So Jeff, poor Jeff, just couldn't watch the movie because
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. So unfortunately, guys, we had to push it back next Sunday, which is fine. When you get the DVD, watch it, and then we're good to go for next Sunday. So yeah, that's what happened.
Well, either way, what have you heard about this Variety article, Andres?
Oh, yes. So, anyway, so this Variety article just, went down, pretty much, going through the last, how many months? 10 months of what's been going on with Marvel Studios, with the Jonathan Majors, they're still having this wait to see decision on Jonathan Majors' Kane thing, and apparently thinking to maybe switch Kane to Doctor Doom as the main villain for the next 2 Avengers films instead of Kane. And then they went over the visual effects problems that we've been hearing for the last 2 years, 2.5 years, right? And they brought up some interesting things about Blade and the Marvels. Now, the Marvels is not a big deal because, again, people don't understand what filmmaking is. But the Blade one was interesting because of something that was very intriguing, but we'll talk about. And then, what was it? Other things that Marvel is facing that they're trying to fix, and in the phases going on. But yeah, so that's the whole gist of that article. I highly recommend reading it. It's actually a good read. It's a good pass, but it's something we already heard of for the last 10 months. So yeah, right here. So the crisis on Marvel. So they went down everything that's been going on.
Well, here, I'll gloss through it.
Okay.
This past September, a group of Marvel creatives, including studio chief Kevin Feige, assembled in Palm Springs for the studio's annual retreat. Most years, the vibe would have been confident, even cocky, given how the premier superhero brand owned by Disney since 29 has remade the entertainment business in its image. But this occasion was angst-ridden. Everyone at Marvel was reeling from a series of disappointments on screen, a legal scandal involving one of its biggest stars, and questions about the viability of the studio's ambitious strategy to extend the brand beyond movies into streaming.
Yep, exactly.
The most pressures issues, of course, being Jonathan Majors and his trial. And then, as Andres already mentioned, Marvel is truly fucked with the whole Kang angle, says one top deal maker.
Yeah.
Who has seen the final Loki episode. They haven't had an opportunity to rewrite until very recently because of the WGA strike. But I
Yeah.
don't see a path to how they move forward with him. Damn.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
long article.
Yeah, long article. Like, it's going in depth about the troubles that Marvel have faced since Endgame. Like, of course, they brought up the COVID thing, the box shaping, demanding Marvel to produce hundreds of content for Disney Plus, not only movies, right? And then they're talking about the Marvels, about how this is going to be another major failure this year after Ant-Man 3. Uh, actually, can we stick with this one? Because, like, okay, people don't understand that Marvel is really throwing this director under the what do you call it, under
Took off during post production.
yeah, like, directors leave post production to go to the next movie. Like, Christopher Nolan, after he was done with The Dark Knight, went to Inception. Or, when Steven Spielberg was working on Jurassic Park, that same year, Schindler's List was on 1993 list. So he was working Schindler's List while editing and putting Jurassic Park together.
What are the names that you just use compared to this person?
So, yeah, because Nia Costa wasn't available for the post-production here because she's making a movie called, right there, the Tessa Thompson drama Hit It.
Spielberg.
Yeah. So, Hit It. And so, again, like, I'm just shocked that Marvel is doing that. Like throwing what was the phrase? Throwing her under the bus. That's what I was trying to say. It's throwing Nia DaCosta, throwing under the bus.
I don't think they're throwing her under her bus, but I mean under the bus. But the directors you mentioned, they're proven directors. She's not.
No. She has 2 movies under her belt. Like, Candyman is a good example of that. She worked well with Candyman, and she, didn't have to work in the post production. I disagree with that. This is clearly throwing her under the bus, and it's like, I don't care that this is the Marvels. Just think about this. Like, like, directors are smart and professional. Marvel provides the help of these directors who don't have experience in the special effects area. Like, it's been common. So this is not like a big deal. But like, the deal is that, because this movie has been pushed back multiple times, they had to reshoot this film because of some bizarre, like, test audience they didn't in the south of Texas, which is weird. So I don't know. I think this is just completely selfish and just completely bad on Marvel's part. Anyway, just saying, it's nothing new. It's a common thing. Directors, have done that before.
I understand.
So I just think this is completely unnecessary. Because, I mean, again, the Marvels, it's just like, having 2 characters that people haven't yet connected at all, and you have a confidential actress of Brie Larson / the character Captain Marvel that everyone hasn't clicked like the other Marvel characters. So it's not the director's fault; it's actually your fault, and plus the marketing. So anyway, that's my thing of saying that.
And this gets into the overworking of the CGI department.
Yeah. Again, I mean, we knew this for the last 2 years. We discussed this in the Monday report, I think, like, last July, right? Something like that. Because there was an article or something like that. Right? And yeah, they need to slow down these projections and, like, allow these people to have rest and like, take their time with these, special effects. But that's nothing new. The other, and what else? The She-Hulk one. I mean, what are we gonna say? I'm trying to figure out what's the major one. That was a big one. Blade, right? So apparently, I've been checking on Blade. So Blade apparently went through 5 writers and 2 directors. Now, So apparently, we discussed you guys discussed this early in the Loki uh, episode 5 review last Friday. Check it out, guys, about the Blade situation, right? And so apparently they went through 5 writers, and apparently Mahershala Ali was going to leave, which that was a shocking article for me. I mean, look, I can understand it. Like, this movie's been in development since, oh my god, what, 2019?
Yeah.
When we got the reveal in Phase 4, So I'm very shocked. And apparently one of the versions of the drafts that was going to follow a
It's going to
couple.
be like an all feminist type deal or whatever.
Yeah, right. I mean, I am like, okay, that's
You already know what my thoughts are. It's not complicated. This Blade.
yeah.
Just give us an action movie where he kills vampires.
Yep, exactly.
It's not complicated. That's all we need.
Yeah,
Give us some secondary characters to, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and then give us some action scenes.
yeah, exactly.
Blade killing vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Humans too and shit and whatnot, whatever. Like, that's all we want to see. If you give us that, we'll go pay to the theater and we'll go to the theater and we'll watch the movie.
Yes, I agree. So
we'll go pay to watch it because we have to, because we'll review it. But everyone else will go watch it if they make the trailers and it just looks like a regular Wesley Snipes Blade action film.
Yeah.
People need the escape.
Yep.
You know?
And yeah, at least a good thing about it, I hear, it's going to be under 100 million budget. That's good news. They're not overspending this movie.
$100 million. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Blade doesn't need to be expensive. So, like,
there's no reason why $150 million should be all you need.
Exactly.
To do a good Blade film.
Yeah.
That's all you need. You don't need that much CGI.
No, you don't need it. Like, look at
use regular effects, right?
Yep. I mean, it's funny because you seen the Wesley Snipes Blade trilogy, right?
Of course,
they have practical effects, but also they have like a little bit of CGI here and there. Like, it makes sense.
They used it more and more as the movies went on.
Yeah, well, actually, it's very funny. Like, they used it like a lot because remember, this was like between the CGI craze during the 90s.
This Blade was started it all off. Before Spider-Man, there was Blade.
Yes. Yeah. Well, anyway, what else?
No MCU.
Yeah, well, no X-Men or Spider-Man.
What else? The Marvels is going to be a bomb.
Yeah, let's discuss that. Let's see, right?
It's going to be a fucking bomb.
Okay, so this is good. So tell me, so you think it's going to bomb? Okay.
I love Monica Rambeau, so I'll probably still enjoy it. I love Miss Marvel. I love Iman Vellani that plays Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I love her. So I'll probably like that part. I'll probably like the movie. But I don't like Brie Larson.
Your crush, right? Your love of your life.
Jeff B, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? I can't wait to see how updated Blade's Vampire Fest will look. I'm really excited for this movie. I'm really crossing my fingers. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that one, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Blade movie. I'm happy to see Blade again for so many years since the third one. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, the Marvels, like, yeah, it has to be like either bomb or like underperform. Like, that's where I'm doing. Awesome, Mr. 719.
Appreciate you, Jeff. Appreciate you, Jeff B. You got to come on and meet Andre sometime, man. He's good people. Jeff B's good people, man. He's been on the Bleeding Edge before multiple times, man. He's been on the panel a bunch of times.
Yeah. Since February, folks. It's February.
Anyway,
Since just this is the new frontier. So anyway, okay, what else that was like a rumor from this very that the spread?
oh well, I heard they might be close to casting the whole Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Again, like it's been over what, like 4 months since May.
I know. I don't understand why they can't just do it.
Like do it now, like we know the Fantastic Four is coming. It's just driving. It's just so annoying. It's like we know the Fantastic Four are coming.
I know. It's like just believe me, because I mean I'm on YouTube and I'm like, it's showing me reminders of videos I watched a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever, whatnot. The videos I'm watching are like the Marvel Studio celebrates the movies.
Yeah.
Reactions and shit like that and whatnot and all that shit, right? But why don't we get into WandaVision episode 3?
Awesome.
Now in color. What did you think of the whole intro sequence? Where we jump right in. I mean, it's basically the whole episode centers around her pregnancy.
Yes. It's like, so okay. So for first off, don't jump way with the pregnancy. So we're in this third episode sitcom. We're in the 70s, baby. We're in the Brady Bunch. We're in Three's Company. Whatever 70s, like Love Boat or whatever in the 70s.
Was fine as fuck.
Yes. Right. Anyway. So we're here. All the family matters. All the matters. Jeffersons. All the 70s sitcoms you've seen, like myself. Seven and a Son. Or Good Times. Dynamite. We're in the 70s, baby. Anyway, so we're in this part where it's like the 70s sitcom, right? And we're in color now because of last episode, which was cool, right? And by the way, I didn't read the first 2 episodes, but I want to give a shout out to the Lopez duo. The Lopez duos did the songs for Frozen, the first 2 Frozen films, and they did the sitcom songs for the episodes. Amazing job. I mean, for this one here, where it really feels like a 70s sitcom, like theme song for the opening. So I really dug the opening. I think it was so like taking me back to taking it back. We're like in the 70s watching these shows, and yeah, I really dug this episode. I really love this episode. This is the episode that moved forward the plot for WandaVision. Like the first 2 episodes, like how to say, like we're filler, but good filler. I think that they're good fillers that ease you in to the plot and like into the show. And the third one just opened the curtains for you. And next week we're going to get to episode 4 where it really gives us a different perspective. With Monica and the outside world after the blip and all that, which we'll get to episode 4. So yeah, this is a great episode. I really dug it. Like the ending, it's really great. Like I forgot that we get Africa being more sinister, what we see here, and Vision start to realize what's going on, which is great. And then Wanda, being very Wanda towards the end towards Monica, which was really great. So yeah, I really like this episode. It's fun. It opened the curtains for the plot. So like we move forward with the plot for the series, which is good. So yeah, highly recommend it. So I'm eager to talk about the next couple scenes. So what about you, Jeff? What do you think about this episode?
I think the intro is great. I like how I like the time period that it's set in. I like the clothing, the costume department does a great job. And I like how everything. I like watching her. I mean, right at the bat, she's 4 months pregnant. Right, she starts right off. The doctor comes in and she's 4 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Right, in like a day. And you notice that Wanda kind of runs the show with Vision.
Yeah.
Like she kind of tells him what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you notice that, like like you're starting to notice that throughout the series that she kind of just like tells him what to do whenever, right? So then you get Herb cutting down the fucking wall with the shear cutters, right? That's fucking awesome. I love that
Yeah.
shit. When Vision tells him, he's like, Herb, I think you're fucking up your shit with the hedge cutters or whatever, whatnot, and he's just like cut right down through the wall,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Or
Hilarious, and he just
my
keeps going.
yeah. or the part where they use fruits to explain the pregnancy, that always cracked me out when the first time I saw that. That killed me. Or oh, this was funny. The best one was the water break. Like they literally rang and confirmed that her
There's a
water
lot of
broke.
funny shit. The
Oh my
baby
god.
already is already kicking. Like right as the doctor leaves, um,
Oh my god. Poor
they
Tom.
assume it's a boy right off the bat, right?
Yes.
And pick two Danes right from jump.
Billy and Tommy.
Vision figures out that the baby's gonna be due on Friday. Vision changes the diaper. The Vision changes the diaper scene where he picks up the Barbie doll and he's talking to it.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit too, right?
Oh, Vision. Again, Paul Bettany, very funny. I love him in this episode. He nails it.
Talk about what goes on all through all that.
Yeah. What else? I yeah. There's a lot to remember.
I gave you a wide path there, like you know what I'm saying, like what goes on, what stuck out to you rewatching it now.
Well, it's like I yeah, I think it's how to say Wanda being denial with her grief, and like how she's really manipulating everyone around her.
Yeah,
It's kind of scary, like especially this new like reconstruction of Vision that she like conjure up for her, her dark magic, whatever you want to call it. It's like very scary that she has done all that just to be happy, which I understand. Losing someone you care about, and that's one of the things I appreciate with this show. And but at the same time, it's like very scary that she's doing this and not controlling everyone. But then at the same time, you got Africa here, and like she knows what's going on, and like it seems to me she's trying to kind of hint for Vision to know that he's not in control, or like everything is fake around him. Like it's very intriguing.
he's
That
starting to wake up in this episode.
Yeah, it starts to come on. It becomes more realized in episode 4 or 5 when he realized what's going on. What Wanda's doing. So, which is good. Which is a good setup for them.
I'm excited for those episodes.
Yes. Oh my god, episode 5. Oh my god, that was another big one. I was like, oh my god, Quicksilver. People thought the person that Monica was gonna call was like Mr. Fantastic, and that didn't happen. Then it was like, oh my god, oh good times.
Are we gonna be Reed Richards? Yeah.
Yeah, like you're like, well, I mean, like Sword, like if you were gonna do the origin again for Fantastic Four, Sword made sense. Like, the Fantastic Four, like pre-cosmic accident, like they were working at Sword, and they probably were going to travel inner space, and then they got hit, and that's how they get their powers. And their costumes look like similar to the Fantastic Four. Like they have white costumes called the Future Foundation. So, but yeah, good times. Jeff, it was good times back 2 years ago. There's theorizing and all that, which is
There's
great.
not much to say really about like what goes on in the scenes because it's very the style of it is very sitcomish.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The dialogue is very sitcomish, so there's not a lot for us to really expound on. like we would with like a more modern series.
Yeah, like Loki.
We'll be able to
Like,
do that in episode 4 and 5.
yeah. Well, I think that's the thing that's cool about it, right? Like you and I review the first season of Loki, and we're doing season 2 right now, right? You know, you get that series compared to this show, right? Like Loki is very much a good in-depth analysis. We can talk it over like a half hour. You know, with WandaVision, it's really cool how committed they are with the sitcom, but they also do a good job of peeling off, you know, behind the scenes and like really become a show about something. And you know, when we get to, you know, as you say, Jeff, later in the next episodes, you know, there's more to talk about because we now,
Are you ready to review Spider-Man Homecoming?
sir, we're doing WandaVision. Yes, I am excited for Homecoming. It's my third favorite Spider-Man film, or fourth, whatever my ranking is now. So, are you tired of WandaVision? You could tell
No, I'm not. I love watching it. It was my number 1 pick that year in the ranking shows that year. I told you. I picked it
Oh,
number 1.
for 2017. Ooh.
Well, for 2021.
Oh, you made the third one. No Way Home.
WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
WandaVision was my number 1 pick that year for 2021 or whatnot. Everything when we did our ranking shows and whatnot, I picked WandaVision as my number 1 Marvel product that came out that year out of everything that came out. I was the only person that did. Nobody else did.
not really.
Yep.
I guess that was Loki, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, besides Spider-Man 3. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. If you connect the movies together with the Disney Plus shows, yeah. I get that. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah.
No, I picked WandaVision. I picked WandaVision, then I picked Black Widow, then I picked Loki, then Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. So, like, Falcon the Winter Soldier is my least favorite. My number 1 for 2021 was Shang-Chi, and then Disney Plus show was Hawkeye, because I thought Hawkeye did the better job of handling the 6 episodes. But I agree with some people that, you know, the finale should have been less goofy, you know, because I like the stuff with Leia and Hawkeye, but I didn't like the whole Kingpin being goofy thing, which a lot of people don't like. I understand. So, but overall, that show is really great. I think it's one of the best grounded shows. It handles the storylines so much better than some of the other Disney Plus shows, you know, later on. And yeah, it lends it lends the ground so well. Yeah,
I'm putting that aside, buddy.
yeah. The trailer again.
Do you want to watch the trailer?
What was there promos for these episodes? I'm trying to remember.
There was a mid-season. Do you want to watch the mid-season trailer?
Hold on. Let me find you the episode 3 promo.
Find me the mid-season trailer. There was
no.
I don't think there was a promo for episode 3.
It should be. Hold on. I'll find it. But anyway, so what else that we can say?
Oh, so basically, the lights start going out, the power starts going out, and the guy Phil's in his house, and his wife walks in and says, "Do these earrings make you look fat?" And the power turns off, and he says, "Thank God." Before he has to respond, that's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. That's funny.
Oh my God.
That's Wanda rewinds reality when Vision walks up to her and says to her, "I think something's going on here. Something's wrong."
Yeah. Oh, you know, speaking of the Doctor, you know, he was the first to hint the weirdness of the town. Like they couldn't leave that small town, which was
later on in the episode. He says that. Yeah, he says you really can't leave a small town.
Yeah, and that like kind of shook Vision a little bit. But then when he goes over to Herb in Africa, then it became more suspicious to him, which is very scary. By the way, we haven't mentioned the actress that plays Africa, Catherine Hanna.
Han.
Yeah, Catherine Han. Thank you. My God, I cannot say her last name right. Oh my God. Anyway, Catherine, great actress. Love her in Step Brothers. And I don't know if you've seen the Bad Moms. I think she's in what else? Other things. She's a great actress. Love her. She's an Anchorman, like in the first one. She's a great, funny actress, and she's such a great villain actress for Africa. I really like the actress playing Africa here. Just so committed to, with the role, and she really has good chemistry with Elizabeth Olsen in the show. So I'm very excited for her show. I'm so annoyed that they constantly change the names of her show. It's like you got like you at least have two best titles, and like you went for a third one. It's so stupid. I don't get that. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. So I think she's great, and we'll see more of her in like episode 5 and 6. So which is neat.
You ready for the mid-season trailer?
Yeah, let's do it. I know they have mid-season the trailer. Ha! Found. Alright, let's
We now have first-person intel from inside the Westview anomaly.
What are we looking at here? Is it an alternate reality, time travel?
It's a sitcom.
Starring two Avengers?
It's a working theory. Well, I know the apron is a bit much, dear, but I am doing my best to blend in. Hello, dear. Hi, kiddo. Life's pretty fast out in the suburbs.
Something's wrong here.
Should just take it from the top.
I don't know how any of this started.
What is outside of Westview?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It's probably just a case of the Mondays. Am I right? Is this really happening?
Yes, my love. Are you crying?
I'm invested.
we are. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the funny part of the next episode. Is them watching the show and then company on it, which is hilarious. Like we'll get to episode 5. I love that. What's her character? Darcy comments on. Oh my God, they recast Quicksilver, Faithful, and it's like, oh my God, like one of the best shock moments of episode 5, which is hilarious. Anyway, but yeah. So oh God, like I'm so excited for the next couple episodes.
Yes, I mean, with this one, there really isn't much else to talk about. I mean, obviously, Wanda gives birth. We get the Hydra soap commercial.
Oh yes.
You know, the storks come out. Geraldine pops up. Geraldine ends up discovering the baby's room.
Yeah.
Vision flies the doctor there to help with the birth. And she gives birth to 2 twins, Tommy and Billy.
Yep. That are the max of.
The doctor says so hard to escape these small towns.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And then that's going to be very literally what's going to happen to Vision, where you cannot escape this town, which is bad.
And you hear Agnes say to Vision, Ralph looks better in the dark. Why, Herb's right there.
Yeah, that was a good. Oh my God, that was funny. Love that one. Oh my God.
Like, is Geraldine in the house with Wanda?
Yeah. So, oh my God. So after the twins get birth, right? Um, when Monica slash Geraldine is talking to her, and slowly Wanda starts to mention the Sokovia,
Oh yeah, and
like
she sings this song.
yeah, the lullaby, and then the moment when she brought up like this choreo thing, oh, uh,
Pietro's death to Ultron.
Pedro's death was dead by Ultron. That I was freaking out about that. I was like, oh my god! And then you see Wanda like dropping the American accent to her Sokovia accent, and then like we didn't know what happened to her, what happened to Monica, which we'll get in next episode, which that pays off well. Um, and oh my god, that scene was so fantastic. Like a great, just like I love the tensity of it. Like you didn't know what one was gonna do to her, and like Vision as well. Picking up that Monica doesn't belong there too. Because that's another thing we haven't mentioned, that like um Attica tells Vision that she's not from the town, like she has no family and all that, which
Home.
yeah, no home, right? And it's like it's weird why she's doing that. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just trying to wake up Vision, right? And coming home, and then asking where's Geraldine, and then Wanda replies she's left. And yeah, like I thought that whole scene was great to set up episode 4, and like really something is not something right, and I think the episode does such a good job. What do you thought about that scene, Jeff? Because I thought that was really such a great scene, showing peeling off the layer from the show. Something was not off. You know,
I think it just shows the evolution of the storytelling and whatnot and everything as they move from episode to episode. They're
Yeah.
building the storyline to start to like contend with reality.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I mean, like I appreciate the show did drop hints of it. Like I like how they read like some breadcrumbs, and I think this episode was a good starting point to like really peel off like the reality of certain things, right? So I did agree with that. And yeah, I really appreciate that. I want to get into Easter eggs. Let's do that. Speaking of sitcoms, I forgot about this one. Well, I mean, it's the 80s, but the 70s, but like Mark and Mindy. I don't know if you watch that show, the spin-off from Happy
Watch
Days.
it now.
Yeah, Mark and Mindy. If anyone doesn't know, it's a sci-fi comedy show starring with Robert Williams, the late great Robert Williams, as Mark, this alien, like telepathic person coming down. It's just a very funny show. Oh wait, it's in Daryl Dixon actually. If you've seen our review, it's in episode 2 where the kids watch Mark and Mindy. So that's the show that the kids were watching, and Daryl Dixon episode 2. Anyway, um, let's see. Oh, something that was interesting. Um, the pregnancy stuff. Back then, as I say for the sleeping separately in the sitcoms from last episode, where Big Witch kind of like changed that. The pregnancy thing was kind of funny.
Difference.
Yeah. So so the thing where Wanda was hiding her pregnancy from Monica was like a homage to the not so creative ways of the sitcoms tried to hide the actresses' pregnancy over the years. So like when actresses get pregnant, the shows have to like hide their stomach
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Like that was a neat like um, like yeah, like trying to hide their pregnancy for some reason. It's like, oh no, they're not pregnant. They're still sexy and well body shape. I'm like, okay, I know they're pregnant. Like I know you're cutting off like here, like here, like oh look up here. It's like why are you like so out of my face? It's like you're seriously pregnant, I guess. Anyway, or it's funny, or later on, sitcoms will incorporate the actress pregnancy into their storyline, which which one is better, folks? Hiding the fact that your favorite actress is pregnant, or just incorporate the pregnancy in the storyline of the show so that you don't have to deal with this crap of hiding the belly. Let me say that that's the second option. I'm saying
Well, she's gonna hide the pregnancy because she's trying to fit in with the town.
yeah. Well, no. No. Yeah. But I'm just saying this is just a funny homage to what was going on.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, but you know what? It's interesting that she was doing that with Monica, right? Like the fact she was pregnant, but it's just funny. But yeah, I just find it hilarious. Oh, the doctor's name, Dr. Stan Nelson. So his last name is a little nod to the Nelson ratings. If you don't know, the Nelson ratings are like the TV viewing of how many people watch the show, and that's what you call Nelson rating. That was actually something I didn't pick up in my second viewing when I was like, his name is weird. Why do you call this guy Dr. Stan Nelson? And I looked it up. I was like, oh, Nelson Ray is such a cool name. I appreciate the show for doing that. That's really awesome. By the way, love the doctor. I feel sorry for him. Should have gone to vacation, but he's not going. He's not going to. He's under control of Wanda. So poor lad.
Eventually, maybe he will.
Maybe, yeah. Or go to a therapist and it's like, oh my god, my mind was controlled by this Scarlet Witch person, magic, android, two fake kids, and Condre in magic, soldier. Like, this guy's gonna have a whole like tale of the therapist, man. Oh, poor doctor. Anyway, what else? Oh, Scarlet Witch. In the opening credits, she was reading a magazine, and it said "glamorous." This was the glamorous thing had like a woman with a red bathing suit that was kind of like a hint of the Scarlet Witch costume that from the comics, and later we're gonna see Wanda gonna wear it in the Halloween episode for episode 5 or 6. I'm sorry, 6, because I mixed up my thing. That's neat, foreshadowing her costume soon, and her eventual Scarlet Witch costume, which I'm excited to see it in full glory in episode 9.
Okay.
What else? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, what else? Vision. Here. There's another one. I think he was barbecuing when he was barbecuing in the opening scene. He has a cool wearing suit that flex his colors, his green and yellow scheme. When he's in his like superhero costume. That was kind of cool nod of his color scheme from the comics and the MCU. The green and yellow, which is neat. What else? The pregnancy. Now, the way the Wanda's pregnancy was rapidly processed feels like a reference to the Avengers 200. This is the most hated issue from the Marvel comic. This is where Carol Danvers discovers she was pregnant, and she goes through this entire process over the course of a day. And like nobody bats an eye on this because it was just bizarre. And so, just let you know, like I wonder they copied this Avengers issue 200, where it was literally a bad issue, where Carol is probably got raped by a devil or something like that, and somehow she got a kid in a day, which is not true. Your kid is like 6 months in development. So just let you know that. When Wanda pregnancy starts causing chaos, and this something was really cool, is she and Vision start to pose. That's actually a reference to the comic, the 12 issue limited series of the Vision and the Scarlet Witch. So that was a really neat reference to that.
In the early 80s.
Yeah, early 80s. I actually posted it in my second channel. Great series. I actually read them. They're really awesome. I read also the first volume. It's awesome. Great series, and I really enjoyed the series, like early into this series, and the Tom King Vision, which we'll get more of that in later in the series. What else? Yeah, the twins' name, Billy, Tommy, in the comics are the same thing. Uh, when we get here. I'm trying to figure out. They were born in 1985 in the Vision Scarlet Witch comics, and then of course, they were by the Mystical Soul, as Jeff said last week, that they were, uh, you know, conjured like that.
I'm a Mephisto.
Yeah, during the second volume, I think, right, of the comic that I mentioned, folks, the Vision Scarlet Witch, which is very true. And then they do reappear as heroes in the first Young Adventure series, which that's the thing we've been talking about, the project that the Marvel Studios are trying to set up.
They might. They're probably going to do it.
Yeah, which they will. I mean, the fact that we're getting rumors about a older Billy or Tommy, whoever in the Aqueduct show makes sense. I mean, we got Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, who else? The kid from the Falcon with the Soldier, and of course Cassie from the Ant-Man series. She's in the Avengers, so we're getting there. Okay, what else? And then Jardine. So this one was kind of interesting. Because we didn't know at the time that it's gonna be Monica, but it's actually a cover. Tell just looking at if this is significant for my notes. Actually, the Jardine's costume that she wears in this episode, the blue and like white dress or suit she wears in the final moments of this episode, is actually her Star Wars type designs, or like either you would call the logo she wore as Captain Marvel as Plusser. Like that color scheme was her previously superhero colors pattern that she wore during the 80s as the original Captain Marvel or whatever.
Before she became Photon.
Yeah, before she becomes Proton, because now Proton dons more like a black and white, which we see already in the Marvels trailers. If you've been watching us doing the reaction, like that's the new like Proton costume. I hope they call her Proton. Like that's a good name. Like I don't get what like this year, like we didn't call Cassie either Stinner or what's her or some other superhero name she had in the Adventures comic. But like it's weird that we.
I forgot once I heard they were changing it to Stinger. I forgot.
Yeah, what was her Giant Girl? Was her initial name?
Not Giant Girl.
Yeah. Hold on, I need to check this because it was something like another name.
It's actually not a bad name.
Yeah, it's something. Okay, here we go. Stature. That was her name. I think that was the one.
Stature. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's a good name. And Stinger makes sense. I mean, I don't like she flying that in 3, right?
Like Stature better.
Yeah. Wait. So you like Stinger better?
Stature.
Okay. Stature. I thought you would say Stinger. My bad. Sir.
No, Stature. I prefer Stature.
Okay. By the way, kind of common right now. I like your hat and shirt. I'm so jealous.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I dug it. I mean, I love the Avengers hat. Like, I definitely want that. And then the Daredevil shirt. I mean, appropriate for the Echo trailer we're going to see soon. I dug it. Yeah. Oh, so jealous. Where's your X-Men hat? Like, I'm missing your X-Men hat. Like, that's another one I like.
I'll break it out soon.
Oh, break out soon? Okay. It'll be funny you put that in the Godfather Part 2. It was like, why are you wearing X-Men and then like crying drama? Anyway, sorry, folks. It's Monday. I mean, I don't know what that means for everyone. It's Monday. Anyway, love your shirt. I dug it. I like his matching. It's really good. Congrats.
Thank you very much, Andres.
Yeah. Okay, let me get back. Finish up. Sword. Like we got a bit more with sword. Like the symbol that's gonna be the symbol of the organization. We saw from the beekeeper and the droid slash helicopter toy in episode 2. Oh, Agnes, this one was kind of interesting. Her porch looks like it had 3 witches on one holding the thing, which is kind of interesting. So there were like little hints of her witchy background, like slowly digging in this episode. So some witchcraft imagery, which is neat. Then this one was kind of interesting. Less obvious, most unlikely is the weird sisters, crossover villains are working for Maelstrom, Inhuman, giving a hybrid who has been several run-ins in the Avengers. I don't know about that. That's kind of a theory of the villains that's going to be behind this. And then, of course, the Pedro Age of Ultron theme, clearly from the Age of Ultron film from 2015. Need to see Pedro again to mention, because it's been, from this show, it was like 6 years since that sequel, and like she barely mentioned her brother. And that was always the funny thing about that. And then this season, like this show, it brought her back, which is neat. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah, waste food, really neat. Now the home is where you make it. The M was very significant. It was a clue of the House of M extra imagery. That was kind of cool. But then I think, then what else we got? Other Marvel thing. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, the final song that was used here, it was Find the Monkeys, called Daydreamer Believer. Really cool. It was also used in the trailers. That was neat. This was another one that was like, they pushed the theory of the House of M thing, which is neat. And let me go through some other things I missed that was kind of neat. Yeah, that's it. I think that's all I have to say.
Let's call it. I'm tired.
Yeah, you don't want to do the Echo trailer?
No, let's hold off on the Echo trailer.
Okay, yeah, we had time. We can do it next week.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I mean, it's Monday.
You want to give a rating? Let's do a rating. I'll drop a solid 8 on this episode.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's good.
All right, folks. MCU's Bleeding Edge Report. We out. Peace.